Nella libreria senza nome, Pierce ha trovato tracce di un tentativo di furto, il cui responsabile ha poi scoperto essere Charles Hawkins. In seguito, Pierce ha aperto la cassaforte di librario per capire cosa vi avessero nascosto lui e Sarah Hawkins. Un libro rilegato in pelle umana che esercitava un'attrazione irresistibile sull'investigatore. Quando l'ha aperto, la sua mente è stata proiettata in un altro corpo. Meno male che ce l'ha detto, perché sennò non si capiva. In un corpo a Riverside Institute, evidentemente.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty, yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him.
Sì, ma siamo diventati la dottoressa Colden.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body. His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations. And this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients. Provide him with the best available
Sì, certo, stronzo.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be in
Forse non fa parte del... Forse sono interessato
but I still have
scientificamente.
hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices.
Essa col cane
My word is
zitto.
of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep mum.
Ok, siamo la dottoressa adesso. Ma questo uomo non è Charles Hawkins, vero? Con un nome falso tipo. Non posso vedere Pierce perché in questo momento non sono Pierce, giustamente. La mia domanda è, siamo nel passato o nel
She
presente?
recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
I dipinti, secondo me, posso essere sincero.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. His binds left bloody wounds. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Siamo ancora in live, visto che crasha costantemente. Sembra di sì, però boh.
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Che stronza che so. Perché mi dice errore di rete? Adesso non posso più capire se sono in live o no. Accendiamo sto iPad del cavolo. La mia se non si sta zitto quel cane, a random deve urlare come un drogato. Che sta succedendo ai miei pazzi? Oh, ma ti stai un po' zitto, cioè nel senso. Ti apri Twitch, porca troia. Ora per caricare random, senza motivo, senza motivo. E da almeno mezz'ora sto iPad, veramente. Dashboard. Però vorrei attaccarlo comunque alla corrente. E non perde carica. Tutto carica. Ma perché abbaia random senza motivo sto cane? C'è in questo
Dr.
cavolo di
Cthulhu?
ufficio. Che non so dov'è. Quindi ok, scop-
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Me? Then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
Lo sentono.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let
C'è
you
del
work.
tenero fra loro.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Maria.
Ok, quindi tutto questo
Sorry,
potrebbe
but
essere
nobody can
presente.
take anything until I finish the inventory. Please.
Ok.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's... Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Che palle.
Is everything all right, Ethan?
Yeah, I know I should go.
I will work until late.
Oh. All right.
Devo vedere se mi poteva aiutare. Ah, devo distrarlo. Distrarre. Donovan poi si chiama.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Come now. Don't let that witch sap your morale. We're lacking in qualified personnel, and she knows it. Her petty punishments won't last forever.
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. It's just that sometimes I imagine she shuts down the water herself, just for the pleasure of harassing me.
Her time is much too precious for these kind of petty games.
Anyway, I've learned my lesson. I'll hold my tongue next time.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Figurati. No, ma non voglio farlo. Che tristezza, non voglio distrarla così.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's a woman bat.
It's so unfair.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
And the answer is no.
Doctor, please. My chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah? come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Dr. Colden?
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
Siamo tornati dove eravamo partiti. Se non c'è altro modo però.
The boiler room key is not in its place. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time
Doctor?
I'll tend to it. This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Siamo noi. Quindi con chi è che devo parlare? Betty che cazzo? Non so chi sia Betty.
Do you want something?
Devo parlare con ognuna finché non scopro chi è Betty. Giusto.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Ah, per nascondersi, non è utile adesso. Questa è Elizabeth.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent a purchase order, though, but Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Davvero una strega quello.
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks. The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Sì, ma resta il fatto che non so dove è Betty, non so chi sia.
Dr. Colden?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the key to the boiler room.
What for?
To put it in its place. Perhaps I should do the same with you.
I beg your pardon?
I suspect you of having a little too much fun at Elizabeth's expense. But be warned, it could easily be you they will all be laughing at tomorrow.
You are right, Doctor.
Capito, la
The
stronza.
key is in the dormitory office in Block B.
Thank you. I shall go fetch it.
Dormitorio B. Questo è il dormitorio B. È l'ufficio del dormitorio B. Che cazzo, qual è l'ufficio del dormitorio B?
Chronic insomnia. like half the island. Why did nobody tell me about her admission? Mrs. Sanders?
Ma quando è successo questo? È colpa mia? Sicuramente è colpa mia perché io ho parlato. Comunque ha detto che è in un ufficio. Ah, questo è l'ufficio dove normalmente va la chiave. Però se non è in questo...
Dr. Conan?
Hello, Betty. I'm looking for the...
What for?
To put it in...
I beg
I suspect, but be warned.
you are... The key is in the dormitory.
Thank you.
La chiave è nell'ufficio dei dormitori. Detto così? Già non me lo ricordo più cosa ha detto, veramente sono in ritardato oggi.
Dr.
Hello. To put it...
I beg...
I suspect, but be warned.
You... The key is in the dormitory.
Nell'ufficio dei dormitori. Nell'ufficio dei dormitori. Qual è l'ufficio dei dormitori, porca troia? Non lo so io.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Fatto un trofeo. Forse è questo l'ufficio. No. Questo è l'ufficio amministrativo. Che sia questo. Sto 6 anni per trovare la chiave.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're
Ho sbagliato strada.
No, I...
The door to the boiler room is locked. I have to get the key
quella è la
if I wish to
sala
get rid
caldaia,
of
ok.
Donovan.
Sì, ma non so dove l'ha messa sta cazzo di chiave. Vi giuro che non so dov'è. Nell'ufficio del dormitorio. Blocco B. Questo è il blocco B. E ok. Ah, qui forse, eccolo.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
A me dispiace un po' per Elisabeth. Ora sto liquido.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
E dove lo trovo, mo sto attrezzo?
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be going.
Là c'erano degli
I
attrezzi.
think that you're needed in Block B, Doctor.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, I just...
I will...
Oh.
Cazzo. Ho cagato in mano.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Che finiremo nei guai.
Last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Dove però?
The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle. I've unlocked something. Isha files. I was right.
Che succede?
Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar beliefs...
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At first, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
No.
Then James came. I'm late. The Charles was keeping secrets from me. I presume that he was going to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
È lui che ha i cadaveri, ha avuto I cadaveri di Hawkins.
Why is Ethan on medication? Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement.
Nessuno mi ha scoperto? Mamma mia, troppa roba. E come faccio a scendere però? Non mi faranno passare. A parte che non so neanche
The
dove.
operating room is never accessible after an operation. There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
Ma non so come si scende. Non so qual è la porta. Beh, che sia sempre nell'ufficio dello stronzo. Sì. No?
I should go another way.
Ma non so qual è la strada giusta. Cioè, questa pensa che io so come sto posto. Non l'ho mai visto per bene, però devo sapere.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Questo mi sa che non c'entra un cazzo. Ah, è questo mi sa. Finirò nei guai. Quanto cazzo scende?
Now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
Pazzo.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around.
È Drake, è Drake.
Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colton. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait! No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Ok. Abbiamo una squadra. Che avevo 9, attenzione. L'amica di Bradley effettuava le sue indagini. Sconvolta Dagli esperimenti di Fuller, la dottoressa si è introdotta nel suo ufficio scoprendo che il direttore di Riverside Institute stava nascondendo informazioni su Sarah Hawkins, se non addirittura il suo corpo. Purtroppo Fuller l'ha accolta sul fatto e Pierce deve salvarla prima che sia troppo tardi.